This is what I like to refer to as my emergency bag or contingency bag. It's something I've been putting together for about 3 years on and off, maybe about 2 years, ever since the big freeze on I-78 in upstate Pennsylvania. It was a situation where people were stuck on an interstate, frozen during an ice storm for over 24 hours, unable to leave, and if they didn't have food or provisions for themselves, they did not do too good up there. It was just a bad situation. Fortunately, I was not in that situation, but as I said, it got me to thinking about some of the things that I can do for myself in the event that I get caught in a situation like that. Okay, this is the bag. It weighs about 25 pounds, and it's chock full of goodies that will help me out in the situation, in the emergency situation for the most part. It could probably sustain me for a couple days if necessary, but hopefully I'll never have to use it in that capacity. And also, if there's things that I need on a daily basis, let's say when I'm on vacation or just away from my home, and I need something that I may not necessarily have otherwise, I can always raid this bag and take those provisions out, and of course make sure that I restock my supplies once I do return home. Okay, the first thing I have here on the outside is a small hatchet. This is a Gerber hatchet attached with one of these small carbiners, and this is a very effective little hatchet. I've actually had a chance to use it a couple times, and it also has a small knife on the bottom just in the event that you need a cutting implement that's a little smaller. And as I said, this is a very good hatchet. It's a little dirty, it needs to be cleaned off, but that was from some test runs on it, and it did quite well for it. And as I said, it really needs to be cleaned off. I should take care of my equipment a little better than this, but sometimes situations get ahead of you and you never really get a chance to go back and do what you need to do. Also on the front side, actually the shoulder strap side, I have a small light. This is a very good light. I do not recall the name of it, but it is a single LED, and it's quite bright, as you can see. It is multifunctional. If you hold that, it brightens, and if you continue to hold it, let's try that again. It can act as an emergency signal. And also, if I need to actually leave my vehicle and take this with me, I can always use this as a small light to help guide me. But back to the material that's on the inside. I'll just quickly open this up and just start pulling some items out. It's packed and it's very heavy. And one of the first things that I have here, very close to the top, is a first aid kit. I'll do something a little more detailed on that. I have a small bag with consumables, food items and such, in an insulated bag. Of course, this adds additional weight, but it's also padded, and once again, this does have other utilities that I can use in an emergency situation. I have a couple freestanding pouches of Mountain House items, something that I could perhaps prepare in the emergency situation. And this is a fire starter kit. It has pretty much everything that you might actually need. I can do something more detailed on this, but it has a jet fire style lighter, matches, fire starters. There's a fire flint in there, But as I said, I can do something a little more detailed on this. This is just a general overview of some of the items that I like to carry in this bag. Okay, this is a fishing kit, believe it or not, just in a pencil case, brightly colored so that it's easy to find. And I have one of these miniature fishing kits. It's a pin style fishing kit, and you can extend this, and it actually will allow you to do some fishing in the event that you need to. Just something else to put in there. I'm not sure exactly if I would need that in an emergency situation, but of course it's an emergency situation and you never know what you're going to need for the long run. And also I have a shortwave radio kit, just something to keep tabs on what's happening around the world or in the situation in which I might be involved. That'll come in handy. You also have here an Adventure Medical bivy sack. This is the heavier insulated version. Of course, that's for sleeping and such. Okay, I have a Katadyn water filter kit, and of course it includes other things for water purification, portable aqua tablets. Okay, and this bag here is basic toiletries. You never know when you might need additional toiletries or if the situation calls for it. And of course, one of the best ways to maintain your health in any situation is cleanliness and sanitary applications. You may need some of these things, and if nothing else, it'll give you a sense of civilization, regardless of what predicament you might find yourself in. So it might be toilet paper, some deodorant, mouthwash, toothbrush, camp soap, small towel, and tissues, and of course some floss as well. Because there's not many things worse than having a foul mouth. Okay, a knife. This is a Remington knife. It's a Sportsman Series knife. It has a nice rubberized grip on there. I've used this a couple times. It's very effective. It has a serrated portion here, and that is very good for ripping rope in the event that you need to. Particularly the nylon rope. You can use the blade portion to cut the nylon rope with, but I found that the serrated edge works a lot better and a lot more quickly. Okay, and this is a cooking set. This is a Trangia style cooking kit. It's very heavy, but it's also very heavy duty, and it's something I can do a little more on in the future. Okay. And in the event that you need to prepare some meals, the Trangia is an excellent Swedish military variety. This bag also has a couple extra pouches which are not filled, perhaps for electronics. If I have to move, I can perhaps put my radio in there. There's also a water bladder in here. I can fill that up with water. And you have your sip tube. Alright, and we'll move forward to the next compartment. Okay,